I can follow along since my stuff is adjacent, we'll say. Uh, there's the right screen. Okay, so most of my changes are pretty small as far as user visibility. One is that we had this funny thing when you duplicated before, where you would just get a name and we wouldn't tell you where we're going to put it, and it would end up somewhere. Often places we really did not intend. So now it actually reliably will land in your personal space, just in the root of your personal space, unless you choose somewhere else. But you also can choose where you want it. You'll also notice when I click save here that the charts actually reload. This is a long-standing bug where when you duplicated, all the queries would just hang forever until you reload the page. It actually does it right now. Um, so bug fix. Uh, Speaking of bug fixes, there's a really wild bug where if you turned your volume up on a Logitech keyboard on Windows, the app would crash in really awesome ways. Uh, Turns out that we were registering a bunch of empty key shortcuts. I don't know why, frankly, and fixing that stopped that insanity. That was a weird, fun bug. And thanks so much to, I think Johnny actually figured out the repro of like this crazy. I don't have a Logitech keyboard nor a Windows machine to reproduce it, but he found the key code it took to reproduce it. Then it was like a pretty easy fix once I had that. So
I think we put that one in the top of the release notes.
sweet, yes. It was one of those like arcane like man. I my answer still is just stop using Windows. Solves the problem. The other thing, I've been doing a lot of dialing in on these behaviors around let's call it not exploring. So view in workbook is our new way of navigating between the dashboard and the workbook if you are editing or just wanting to view it. Whereas new analysis from here is actually what we kind of want people to do for like when they're going to do ad hoc analysis. You'll notice this opened a new tab, which is a new behavior that we've added, as well as does some nice like handling better of like tracking where we came from, things like that. So just refining that behavior. And we have already seen some good feedback from customers, Colin being one, that they're liking it, but also being really happy of not dropping into Explorers aggressively when they do view and workbook, which is sort of let's call it a foretelling of where we're going with like dropping away out of exploring and having drafts and things like that. They're liking, we're getting good feedback about not sort of accidentally exploring as often on top of their canonical documents. So yeah, so that stuff seems to be, we're seeing users kind of point at what they want us to do, and it's already on a roadmap, so that's exciting. I think everything else is nerdery that nobody else cares about. But yeah, we're doing a lot of work to kind of nail down how we treat documents and stuff. So that's been a lot of my PRs around that. But yeah.